Mystic ancient secrets can all be answered when you ask the mystic access guru. That is I, the great exalted one. I have come across 3 astral projections through the god plane and the hero metamorphosis to give you the knowledge you deserve.
All right, guys. We have Flatzoid, his Flat Earth Friday. And he's here to tell us how much he doesn't understand of reality. I guess I can give it a little time for other people to come in. Let's see what we can watch until we get more people. We can do this. Do the Wordle. Wait, Wordle or wasn't Wordle? What was I playing? Can't remember. No, it wasn't Wordle. What the fuck was it? I can't remember what the game is. Hold on a second. I've got it on my phone. Let's see. What is the name of that game? Connections. That's what it was. Connections. All right, 4 groups of 4. Uh, Magic. Hmm. Hey, Westside. Did you? Fuck. This is a tough one. I have no idea. Oh shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back to this. No help. Yeah, I figured 7 was it, but I know 7 deadly sins. 7 continents. 7 sisters would be not Orion. Is it Orion? 7 wonders of the world. There you go. Yeah. 1 in a septet. Big, serious, major, Important? Yeah. One the other day was like just the four the four in one group was just respelling of each thing. That was like 2 or 3 days ago. Third eye, evil eye. No. Huh. Yeah, anagrams. Yeah. I have no idea who Lucius Jackson is. I don't know. Yeah, worth a shot. I have no clue. I don't know. Hmm. Evil doesn't even look like a word at this point. Hey, Cygnus. I have no clue. Don't know. Tarot cards with the. I'm not. I don't think I've ever looked at a tarot deck. Evil eye, magic eye, naked eye. I thought I was one of them. I just couldn't piece them together. Magic eye? I have no idea what a magic eye is. That's what was fucking me up. I knew evil eye, naked eye, and third eye, but I have no idea what a magic eye is. Hey, Lisa, the fuck is a magic eye? Oh, those fucking posters. Fucking assholes. Damn it. Oh, we gotta we gotta get the sound right. Hold on.
Live. Okay,
There
that's
we
live.
go.
That's live. They both seem to be live. Okay. Anyway,
All right, we're about 11 minutes back. So,
I think so. Sorry, still trying to get this OBS thing to work properly. Oh, it's good to see you guys. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. So, I put the poll up. The firmament debunks a globe.
no, never. I mean, I've seen tarot decks, but I've never had one. I've never owned one. Never dealt with it. A lot of hippie friends do, but not me.
So far, we do have Let's see what the votes say. Yes, from 6 votes so far. Yes, the firmament does debunk the globe. No, 33%. So there is at least 2 votes that say no. It's going to be interesting to see if anybody decides to come in and have a discussion. Hey, Redeemed One, good to see you. Savage Lee, glad to have you in as well. Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Vicky, Queen Vicky, good to see you as well. Vacuum Sucks, hello. Glad you could make it. Okay, so it's going to be exciting. Visual, 5 times visual audio. It seems to be working. Anyway, while we're waiting for people to come in, just want to say a warm welcome to everybody that's just joined the channel. Really appreciate you guys coming. It should get exciting and heated like it usually does. I know FDFE said he wants to show up tonight, so we'll see after the last punishment he got. Mr. Wonder One, hey, good to see you. Says, I think the globe is flat. I'm a simulation earther. Wow, that's quite interesting. I've been seeing quite a few people these days.
Hey, George.
Believing the Earth is a simulation for some odd reason. I don't see how it could be, to be honest.
So I set my vape, my e-cigarette down somewhere a few days ago, and I have no idea where I put it. I think I just left it. I think I lost it outside somewhere. So I had to get a new one. I like this one better. It's red. It's pretty. I like it. Same model.
But yes, a lot of people do think that. If you want to come in and have a discussion on why you think the Earth is a simulation, I'm more than happy to hear about it. Excuse me, but me personally...
You couldn't pronounce the word simulation, man. How the fuck are you going to have a goddamn conversation on it?
I don't think the Earth could be a simulation, though. But it's interesting. Yeah. Where is everybody? Maybe it's because I didn't share my show. So that means, guys, would you please do me a favor and just share the show so everybody knows we are live. There we go. Let me see if I can get some. Maybe I should share the show. Maybe that might help. Share. Copy. Yes, so guys, please hit the likes. Lord Tarson, what's up, man? Good to see you. Glad you could make it. Why is his chat not showing up?
Still don't have an answer. Let's see. Well, let's see if I have an answer. Hold on. Let's see if I have an answer to my question. No, no answer. My question is, if the AE map is the true map of the Earth and the globe was reverse engineered from it, why are the straight lines of longitude measured off in degrees of a circle? And the answer is because they're connected at both ends.
He says, prayers for Sov. Has been very sick recently. Not showing it, but must be scary. Has an abscess on his heart. And super high blood pressure. Streamed yesterday and felt a bit better, but prayers. Wow, I didn't know that. Yeah. Prayers for Sov. I know he hasn't really been streaming lately, so wish all the best for you, Sov, and pray that God does heal you.
You think God is going to heal him? A racist shitbag? You think God's going to heal him?
Yeah, what's up? Moxie, good to see you too. And the Alkanator, glad to see you as well, Ian, mate. You rock. Okay. We can create worlds in a computer. Do you know any other way to create and store a world? The original wiki, hello. Okay, first of all,
create and store a world. Well, you could do it. Lex Luthor did it. shrunk down a whole world into a little dome?
Yes, computer code is a thing. We create computer code. That's not something that's really difficult to understand. But when it comes to God, God is outside of the natural law. Computer code is still in natural law. It's the computer hardware still needs to be built, and
So God isn't real. God isn't real. If it's not natural, it's not real.
because computer hardware is built and it's made through nature, which was created by God, so it's still bound by the natural laws. I still don't understand how that would put us in a simulation, though. Okay, cool. Thank you, Vicky. Yeah, PJ's probably so tired. So that guy is always streaming. He needs some rest for sure. Savage D says, I long for the redemption of Jesus. Amen. I think NASA is a bunch of lying hypocrites, and there are some stubborn facets of flat earth theory, so here I am. Well, it's good to see you. I agree with you, actually. I think there's a lot of lying in NASA, but I think it's more or less
Well, okay, prove it. You haven't proven it.
on the higher echelons of on top where it's lying, maybe like the astronauts or the people in charge and stuff. But I wouldn't say normal ordinary people that work at NASA even know that what they're doing is fake. I think it's very
You think an organization can be run like that, where half the people are just in the shadows? They don't in the dark about it. Is that what you think?
compartmentalized, and that's why when you get to a
Compartmentalized drink.
certain level, that's when you have to start lying. That's what I do, because I have.
So what I want to do is I want to create a bingo card.
I mean, we've spoken to some ex-NASA employees. Let's for instance take Jesus Free Computer Geek. Him and his wife actually worked for NASA for many years, and they believed what they were doing. You understand? They weren't lying or anything, but once they came to the realization, they realized why they did certain things a certain way. So yeah, I wouldn't say that people are lying, other than the people that like claim to go to space and things. That I'll say, yeah, they're liars. Smoking McBacon, if God.
So anything that doesn't agree with your fucked up opinion is just lies.
God
Okay.
can create a real universe. Why would he ever bother with a simulation? I agree with that too, Smokey. Yeah, I don't know why he would create a simulation if he can do the real thing. Yeah, it's kind of fake then. You know what I mean? It reminds me of The Matrix. It's like, Mr. Anderson, that kind of thing. Well, it's kind of simulation, but God didn't create creation in a sub-reality. So, yep, not a simulation, especially after that. Just as you said. Yeah, look, I don't have any issues with someone leaving it to simulation. I just don't see how it can be a simulation if I know things are really working the way they do. And I mean, my God's a real God, so I'm not going to claim that my God.
But you just said he's not a real God. He exists in non-reality. You just admitted that he's not a real God.
It's a simulation. You understand?
I mean, didn't he? Didn't he say that? He did say that, right? That his God lives in non-reality. Therefore, he can't be real.
NPCs do as they are told and never question orders. NASA is full of non-players. There's a lot of zombies out there for sure, no doubt. But it doesn't mean they are actually just NPCs. It just means they are doing what they programmed to do, programmed quote unquote, or how can I say, they were conditioned to do. Remember, people get taught how to think and what to think from a very early age. So people are indoctrinated to think a certain way and to think in a certain way as well, what to think.
I mean, like Christians and flat earthers. Yes, you're taught, you're indoctrinated to think a certain way. Yes.
So people just follow blindly. Hence why today people are going haywire, you know, with all this woke nonsense and stuff. It's because they've been taught this way. They taught that this is the right way to go. And I guess this is why it's got clashing with the rest of other people, with normal people, because we understand it's wrong. So, Law Translation says, we think backwards and get caught up in our own selves. A simulation is our copy of real life. A simulation implies this is not reality. Let's say it coded by God. It's still reality, not a sim. That's also a very good point. But that's why I said, I can't really say it's a how can I say a simulation, because I believe my God's a real God, and that kind of takes the purpose of my real God away. If I'm claiming it's a simulation. Just want to say thank you everybody. Thank you all my patron supporters and my members and things. I'm planning to start doing member streams only as well. I will be working out a schedule for that. So do know that one evening a week is going to go to a members only as well. So looking forward to starting that next week. I think it's going to be exciting. You know, just to try and give back to the community in some way. Do you see static when you close your eyes? No, I don't see static. But if you see white dots and stuff, that's usually based on blood pressure. If you see what you would call static, you might want to go get that checked out, because it's not supposed to be normal. Hey, Sig, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Glad you could make it. Guys, again, hit the likes, share the show. Just reminding everybody to do that, because it does help the show to grow. We are just waiting for some people to decide to come in. We've got 18 votes so far. So the firmament debunks a globe. Yes, 56%. No, 44%. Not sure, 0%. So almost half the people say yes, no, that it doesn't debunk a globe. So it's interesting to see where those people are. You guys are a...
It's interesting when you take the results of a poll at face value, when they support your opinion, but you disregard what the results when it proves you wrong, right? Isn't that weird?
Able to come in and have the discussion, as I said. Yeah, guys, hit the likes, share the show. Well, that static might be an aftermath of our eyes getting constantly bombarded with light. That's also true. Remember, our brains are never really resting, and especially because today we are, I don't know, we have a lot of things going on. You know, always on social media, looking at our phones, looking at TV, looking at whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, places to go, people to lie to. You got a lot on your plate.
We just don't get time to really rest, and I guess that could be that. I'm definitely not normal. Normal is bad. I agree with that, though. Yeah. Hey, Michael Kahn, he says vacuum is a 6-day-old sock. If comments again, boot the troll. Yeah, he was the first comment. I just left it because I was thinking it might have been Sean Hawkins or something. But yeah, still waiting for...
Nope, I only have one account.
Globus to come in. Michael, would you want to come in and have a discussion with me about the firmament until we get a Glober coming in or not? It'd be great to talk to someone. Otherwise, it just feels like I'm sitting here like Dell. Beyond imagine just sitting here and just looking at the screen and saying absolutely nothing.
Looking stupid.
Nothing, having dead air. And that's not really my kind of thing. I just want to say, yeah, I had our anniversary last night. It was nice, but the thing is my wife's not feeling too well, so we didn't go out or anything. So we just practically rested. But I got an awesome watch from my wife. It's a smartwatch, so I can track my intake calories. I even got exercise plans on here. I can do my steps and everything like the usual. And I can even set the type of exercise I'm doing, which is really cool. And it gives me the weather, gives me the time, my calories burned, my beats per minute, stuff like that, which is quite cool. Lol, Dalzoid. So no takers to come in. I mean, it is Flat Earth Friday. You would think people would want to come in. I do have a question.
Again, why would they want to come in and talk to you, man? You deny everything said. You deny all evidence presented. You lie constantly. You insult people when they don't agree with you. You call them demons. Why would people want to come and talk to you, man?
For the people, do you guys like the vertical streaming as well? Thank you very much.
You are not an honest participant. You're not an honest actor.
Very much for the anniversary. Blessings, Vicky. Appreciate it. Hey, Dirty Catch Up. Good to see you. So, do you guys like the new vertical layout as well for the other people that want to watch on vertical? Because it does seem to be catching on quite a bit. That's quite cool. It has seemed to go to a new audience. Kevin Conrad, thank you for coming. He says SpaceX has launched 130 missions to space this year alone. No, they haven't. To orbit the moon. No, they haven't. Asteroids. No, they haven't. Etc. None of them hit any dome on the way.
So just nuh-uh to everything. Okay. So next time that Fkatzoid says, I don't say nuh-uh to everything, you can point to this. You can reference this.
All of them destroy flat Earth. Okay, let me make it very clear to you, Conrad. Kevin Conrad. They didn't go to space. Space doesn't exist. It's a fake fantasy that violates the second law of thermodynamics. And even if they're claiming to go to a certain altitude, it's not to say they still would go through the firmament, because the firmament could be further than that. So your whole logic is very illogical, if I put it at best.
So prove it. You've not proven it, man. You know what it takes to prove it? A map, a model, and measurements of your flat Earth. A map that you can navigate by, a model that you can predict things by, and measurements that you can confirm and repeat. That's what's required. Not your little fucking opinion from a dipshit, but actual facts. Not what your Bible says.
And no, launched 130 missions to space. Maybe their missions to space was just that, but it didn't go to space, and it's definitely not as they tell you. I can't come. I'm just about to watch a film. Nice. What film are you going to watch, Mike?
See, he had a chance to confirm the shape of the Earth for himself, but he turned it down. He chickened out like a little bitch. And now he's whining and crying about it, about how nobody believes me. You can't prove it, right?
Michael. But yeah, it's a... Hey, Jesus Ready to Return, good to see you. Glad you can make it. Kev, where's the 4K live footage orbiting the moon? We'll never get that, mate. We'll never, ever get that. Hey, our dear Estefasir, good to see you. He's
4K footage? How about 120K? How about that? Will 120K do? Because that's what Himawari 8 and 9 produce. So, there you go.
I've watched some of the launches live and literally seen the rockets hit a skid across the firmament and the Earth closed to reality. Yeah.
Yeah, they just don't understand, Ronnie. Yes, the second law of thermodynamics talks about a closed system, a true closed system, which is the universe. A true closed system does not exist anywhere within the universe. It's the universe. So when you say it violates the second law of thermodynamics, you're a lying sack of shit and you don't know fuck all about science.
Don't know why I'm saying that accent. I think he's British, by the way.
Yeah, it baffles me, Lisa, that people would rather be this ignorant than take the time it takes to learn, to educate themselves. They'd rather be fucking ignorant.
But yeah, we've seen some rockets do some weird, funky stuff when it goes high altitude.
No, we haven't. We've seen them obey the laws of thermodynamics, but we haven't seen them do funky stuff. You think it does funky stuff because you're a fucking retard and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about and you're a liar. Hey, Master Cleek.
Smokey says, yeah, vertical doesn't show the side shot, horizontal shows some of it. Yeah, unfortunately, it is that way. I decided not to put the side chat on the vertical because otherwise it's just too small. You can't see anything. But I get a lot of people actually watching in there. As long as people are watching, that's all that counts, because we must get, you know, the information out there to people. Yeah, it's good to see you guys.
What information are you getting out to people, Flatzoid? What information?
Vicky did say PJ's going to come in soon, so we'll just...
See, information entails that you're informing people, and you aren't doing that. You constantly lie to people, and that's not information. That's misinformation.
Wait for when we see Mr. PJ here. Maybe I should unmute myself in StreamYard. That also might be a good thing. There we go. You see now? Okay, yeah. Now I'm showing to work there.
I mean, as long as all the other dumb people agree with him, he's not dumb, right? On a relative basis.
Yes, British here. Dear is Latin motto for today is to do. Hey Emma, good to see you. Glad you can make it. Says, I was in the wrong stream again. Hello everyone. Hope your wife is feel better soon. Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope so too. Shame. It's not nice to see her that way. Kevin, how do you know NASA's Ingenuity Mars drone worked in an atmosphere with 1% density of Earth? Well, that's the thing. I actually made a video a while back. Let me see if I can actually get it up for you guys.
That you lied. Yeah, we all know about your videos, Flatzoid.
Because I made a video a while back about the Mars rover thing. I've showed it a few times, but some people haven't watched it, so let's see if I can get it up again. It's about dust devils on Mars. And the question about it is, how do you have a dust devil on Mars if...
Because Mars has an atmosphere. Mars has an atmosphere.
The atmosphere is only 1% of Earth's atmosphere, and you need...
Because it has an atmosphere. Now, the dust devils on Mars have no impact. That whole thing with the Martian, from what I understand about Mars's atmosphere, is they took a lot of theatrical license to do that scene. You know, the storm that stranded him there. They had to take off real quick. No, that thing wouldn't have blown the ship over because Mars doesn't have the atmosphere needed to put the impact on, put the pressure on the craft to blow it over. Mars has no atmosphere. It's the sand that it stirs up, that any dust devil or storm stirs up, would not have the impact to move things like that.
Very certain conditions for a dust devil to exist. And yet...
I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
Those dust devils look and behave...
And I love being wrong because that means I can be right. I can correct myself and be correct. So please, someone correct me.
Exactly as they do on Earth. Really odd stuff. Let's see if I can find it quickly. Sometimes you come across an old video and you look at yourself like, oh, cringe. Let's see. Where is it?
There we go. Powerful Mars windstorms can reach up to 100 miles an hour, but lack the force of Earth's hurricanes because Mars's atmosphere is about 100 times thinner. While a human wouldn't be pushed over, these storms can lift large amount of dust, creating global dust storms that temporarily block out the sun and cover the planet.
Still looking, guys. Still looking.
So the atmosphere being 100 times thinner than the Earth, if it's 100 miles an hour, it's basically the same impact as 1 mile an hour on Earth. So that's the one thing that pissed me off about Mars, about what was The Martian, is that scene. That would not have happened. They would not have needed to leave Mars.
Dust Devil, where is it?
Now the explosion, that would happen because you have the atmosphere and the explosive force inside the habitat.
Where is it? Still looking, guys. Sorry. I actually have to go and sometime update my old thumbnails and stuff, and titles maybe. It will make it a bit easier to find it, because sometimes it's difficult to find the actual video you're looking for, and then you look at the stuff and it's like you've leveled up when it comes to these.
Dude, you don't. What are you worried about? No one's gonna go back and watch 3 hours of video when it's the same fucking thing every fucking day on a live stream.
Things, because
well, his fucking sycophantic pieces of shit fans probably would.
A lot of things just don't. Man, where is it? Mars is faked. I think it's that one. I think it's this one. Okay. I think it's this one. I think so.
The movie about Facebook was so well acted by Jesse. I just had his name in my head. By the guy that played Steve Wozniak. It made me hate that guy until I saw him in the one movie with what's her name where they played the sleeper agents. he did that. Him and fucking I'm losing names. My brain's kicking shit out. The movie with Dustin Hoffman, where they played, it was a bad divorce. That role made me hate her. I can't explain it, but that role made me hate that person. She did that so fucking well.
Let me get it up for you guys.
I like her now, but for a while after she made that movie, I couldn't stand her because she did it so fucking well. That's the effect of a truly good artist.
Okay. And I'm gonna
What is
have
her
to
name?
do it through
Fuck.
StreamYard again. Share screen.
That's gonna bug me.
Mars is faked.
Eisenberg. Is it Eisenberg?
Let's make it full screen. Gonna have to go this way. Okay.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg.
And let's make it like that. I think it's showing. Okay. There we go. This is a video.
Yeah, Kramer versus Kramer. Hey, Tusk. Kramer versus Kramer. She played that so fucking well. I hated her. No, not Breaking Bad. Jesse Eisenberg. Different spelling.
Video I did on fake Mars
You're thinking of Heisenberg.
a few years ago. I think it was 4 or 5 years ago.
Marilyn Streep.
My old intro and everything. Enjoy. If I press play, it might help.
I mean, I guess that speaks more to my emotional involvement in the movie than her acting skills.
The story of Mars landings are fake. Is what presented to us about Mars real? Did someone really land a rover on Mars?
Yes, they did. Yes, several. They landed several, man.
If you believe it's true, then this is for you.
Are you telling us that your viewers aren't literate, that they can't read? Is that what you're saying?
Let's start with, can we even get to Mars? Mars is said to be in space as a terraform spheroid.
A terra firma spheroid? Oh, okay. Dry land, solid ground. Okay. Its synonyms are soil, land, ground, and earth. So, yeah, I guess you could technically call Mars terra firma, but normally terra firma is in reference to Earth and nothing else.
Mars is said to be in a super low pressure system known as the vacuum of space. It is said to have an atmosphere.
Yeah, I've never seen Breaking Bad. I've seen clips, but I've never seen the show. Never seen it.
Surrounding it like Earth. This is the first red flag. Atmo always requires containment.
Atmo is not an English word. Sorry, it's a English suffix taken from a Greek word meaning steam or vapor. So you're dumb.
It would violate the law of entropy. Let's look at the demonstration
No, it wouldn't. Sorry.
of entropy.
One of these bulbs, some bromine, and
Bromine! That's the fucking chemical I can never fucking remember.
in the other, I have a vacuum. And if I open the tap between these two, you will see spontaneously the bromine rush from one to the other.
Equally. So it fills the volume equally, right? So why hasn't your Atmo filled your dome? Why hasn't the Atmo filled your dome completely flat, Zoid? You know, you keep wanting to say shit like, well, because gas is created at ground level and it just hadn't made it up there yet, which completely fucking debunks your whole thing with density because it should, right? If it's density and not gravity, it doesn't change density, does it? The higher up it goes. So it should fill it completely, right? Evenly?
Now that is the simplest change we can have, perhaps, because all that happens is a change in entropy. In this case...
Yes, I do like what's happened to, what's his name? The star of Better Call Saul. I do like the way his acting career has gone. He's not stereotyped himself into being a joker.
The expansion into a vacuum, nothing else is involved. There's no energy change, there's no...
Yeah, I've seen the first few seasons of Game of Thrones,
temperature
but stopped watching it after a while.
change, there's no change except entropy.
Second red flag. Gas takes the shape of its container.
Yes, gravity creates the container, dipshit. That's why it's an atmosphere.
If no containment, then how do we have gas pressure?
Gravity, dumb fuck.
Let's ignore these points for a moment and look what is presented on so-called Mars.
And was greeted with a spectacular sight. A dust devil was spotted on the crater floor.
Right.
Spirit, Opportunity's sister rover, had seen dust devils in the past, but they were a lot rarer for Opportunity. It is believed that dust devils passing over the rovers had been responsible for the occasional cleaning events that removed dust off the rover's solar panels.
Hold on, a dust devil on Mars that's said to have less than 1% of Earth's atmosphere?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it has atmosphere.
What are dust devils? Dust devils form when hot air at the surface begins to rise rapidly with much cooler air. How is it possible to have a very cold and very low atmospheric pressure sphere in space?
Atmos what? What the fuck did he just say? Atmos pressure sphere. What the fuck? What an idiot.
Hot air at the surface begins to rise
pressure
rapidly
sphere.
with much
Atmos pressure sphere. What the fuck, dude?
cooler air.
Oh my
How is it possible to have a
god.
very cold and very low atmospheric pressure sphere in space? It's not possible.
God, what an idiot. Holy shit. Got the music playing in the background. There you go, Fkatzoid. This is testing it in a vacuum chamber. This is 1% of Earth's atmosphere, dipshit.
Yeah.
Pay attention. See how it's like, see how the propellers are like 100 times bigger than like a drone? Drone's propellers on Earth, and like it's going like a lot faster. See that? And there's two of them. So you're full of shit, bitch.
Is that the sun? Why does it look like the way like we see on Earth?
What? Why is it like we see on Earth? Because it's the sun.
PJ's coming in. Woohoo.
There'd be what? Would there not be less refraction Yes, there would be less refraction due to less atmosphere. Yes.
PJ's coming in.
What's your fucking point?
Woohoo.
You.
So you think seeing the sun means there's more more refraction? What the fuck are you talking about? So you just equated two completely different things. And you think it's profound.
Just quickly watching a video.
Are we in Mars?
Yeah, we're in Mars. It's one of my old videos showing how fake Mars is.
Oh yeah, I did what with all the lit out and things like that. Is that a rainbow in Mars?
Yeah, a rainbow on Mars, guys.
Nice.
No, it's not a rainbow on Mars, dipshit. There's no water in the atmosphere in Mars to create a rainbow, stupid.
Last time I checked, you need moist in the atmosphere to be able to make a rainbow.
Yeah, so it's not a rainbow, dumb fuck. It couldn't be.
You need rain droplets.
So you think just a light streak through the sky is a rainbow? Did you see any fucking color in that? Jesus Christ. Say what? Yet we have dust devils, yes, because there is an atmosphere. The sun has the same... No, it doesn't. Refraction seems the same. No, it doesn't. And the dust has the same effect with less gravity. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. All this is wrong. Everything you've written here is wrong. Because you don't understand shit. You don't understand science or physics or optics. You just don't understand.
Simple as that.
Oh, so you not understanding shit means the people that do understand shit didn't go to Mars. Gotcha. So, nuh-uh. So just nuh-uh. You've given no evidence to back up any of your claims. Just nuh-uh. So next time Fkatzoid says, I never say nuh-uh. Right here. Right here. Timestamp. Oh, it's live, so it's not going to show a timestamp. But, yeah.
Please be honest with yourself.
Be honest with yourself? Excuse me, did you just say those fucking words, you hypocritical little shit cunt? Is that what you just did? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. That's that shit. Here, hold on. Be honest. Here, let's bring it up here.
Hey! So how's it going,
Nice.
Paul Joe?
God, what a dumb shit. Be honest with yourself.
Oh good. I just had to go to the shop. It took me about 7 years just to go to the shop and back because my feet are killing. But yeah, I'm back.
Still waiting for Mr. Globus to come in. They were so excited about coming in tonight. Even FTP said he wants to come, but Nothing so far.
Mm.
Really odd.
Everybody wanted flat Earth back, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they were moaning with me, like, I need flat Earth. Now I've got flat
Not
Earth
flat
for
Earth
them on
channel anymore.
Fridays. Huh?
It's not a flat Earth channel anymore.
Nobody said they wanted to come in and talk to you, man. Nobody fucking said that. Nobody.
Why do you think you're losing subs? You know, you try and do a bit of flat Earth and nobody wants to come on. It's mad.
At the moment, I'm getting more views and stuff on non-flat Earth than flat Earth, so I'm doing
Yeah.
literally doing flat Earth for the people that asked for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
Right.
good to see you, man. So do you know we live in a firmament? We have a firmament over Earth.
Absolutely. I mean, the Bible says it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says it. I mean, we observe.
No, it doesn't. Nowhere in the Bible does it say the earth is flat. Nowhere. You make up words. You make a meaning of the words that are in there. You misinterpret the Bible as saying that. But the Bible doesn't say that, man. Anywhere.
The stars move around us, the sun and moon move around us. We don't seem to move at all. I don't feel it. You know? So, like, to me,
Holy shit, PJ doesn't feel it. Well, fuck, I'm convinced now.
well, and what we observe, it's them that orbit, it's them that circle around us, the lights in the sky, you know, luminaries in the sky circle us.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible.
So, do you see oval star trails, PJ? If you record star trails, are they oval? Ever? No, they aren't, are they?
Also kind of backs that up with the firmament type thing.
Yeah, the Bible's actually very clear on the firmament, and it's
No, it's not. No, it's not. It talks about the sky. But no, it's not clear at all.
actually reiterates it quite a few times straight through the Bible, so it's actually very important as well.
Yeah, and there's got to be some kind of physical containment because we know with gas pressure you need physical containment to.
Right, you need gravity, dipshit. Gravity. Just gravity. See, if it was contained, it would have done this.
In this case, the expansion into a vacuum, nothing else is involved. There's no energy change.
See, if it were, it would have filled the container by now, right? If it's just contained, and density is the reason, it would have filled the container. Just like your citation, your video shows it. But we have gravity, so we have a gradient atmospheric system.
Flat Earth back, you know.
Yeah. I mean, they were moaning with me, like, I need flat Earth. Now I've got literally doing flat Earth for the people that asked for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
Right.
good to see you, man. So do you know we live in a firmament? We have a firmament over Earth.
Absolutely. I mean, the Bible says it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says.
See, this is an echo chamber. See, he says one thing and he just echoes it back.
It. I mean,
Nobody corrects anybody. They can say the most ridiculous shit in the world, and nobody will correct them. Except intelligent people that come on the show. Things like, if you stand with your back facing the moon, you bend over and look through your legs at the moon, it will change angular size. And nobody corrected him on this shit.
we observe the.
I mean, I haven't seen you in here in a while, Master Kalik. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. So, just in case you think I'm telling a story, where is it? Yeah, here it is. Listen to this. Listen to this shit.
Have you
And
measured
like
it?
in the mornings, the moon is usually much bigger than the afternoon. You can even change the angular size of the moon if you bend down, turn your back towards the moon, open your legs, and stick your head through your legs. You can even change the angular size of the moon if you bend down, turn your back towards the moon, open your legs, and stick your head through your legs.
And nobody fucking corrected him. Nobody even batted an eye. Everybody agreed with him. So, yeah, next time they want to talk about educating people or reality, just ignore them.
The stars move around us, the sun and moon move around us. We don't seem to move at all. I don't feel it. So like, to me, well,
Yes, you do not have the vestibular organs in your body to feel that motion or spin or movement. You can just feel acceleration, change in velocity, change in trajectory. That's what we can feel. So fucking stop it.
and what we observe, it's them that orbit. It's them that circle around us, the lights in the sky. Luminaries in the sky circle us.
Mm-hmm.
And the Bible also kind of backs that up with the firmament type thing.
Yeah, the Bible's actually very clear on the firmament, and it's actually reiterates it quite a few times straight through the Bible. So it's actually very important as well.
Yeah, and there's got to be some kind of physical containment, because we know with gas pressure you need physical containment to hold it. So
Let's see. Does our atmosphere need physical containment? No, Earth's atmosphere does not need a physical container because gravity holds it in place. The planet's gravity is strong enough to keep the layer of gases from drifting into space, and this gaseous layer acts as a protective shield against harmful cosmic radiation and meteorites. Just takes 5 seconds to Google, dude. That's all it takes, man. 5 seconds, and you won't be a dumb fuck. I mean, doesn't that seem like a good trade? 5 seconds out of your life to not be an embarrassment to humanity.
Yeah.
common sense that too.
And how else will you separate the waters above from the waters below?
I mean, that just seems like a good deal to me, right? If I was doing it, walking around embarrassing myself and proving to the world that I'm a fucking dumbass, and someone said, for 5 seconds out of your life, you can prevent that from happening again, I'd take that.
If you don't have physical contact.
Because unlike these dumb pieces of shit, I don't like being a dumbass. I want to learn shit. I want to be educated. I want to be knowledgeable about stuff. And you can't do that by being a flat earther. Just can't.
Containment.
Right.
Just fucking can't, man.
Absolutely.
I see quite a few people have voted no. Yes.
I mean, there's a reason why the Christians burned the libraries of Alexander to the ground, destroyed the documents, repurposed them for Christian manuscripts, erased important fucking scientific documents to write Bible verses on. There's a reason why. For the same reason that Trump doesn't like smart people, that Trump loves ignorant people, and only dumb people like him. These are quotes from Trump. I'm not being hyperbolic.
Yet we don't see anybody coming in. Why is it? It's like they're literally...
Because gullible people are easier to control. And scared gullible people, fuck, that's a walk in the park, man.
just going to vote. That's it. We've got 37 votes. The firmament debunks the globe. Yes, 43%. No, 57%.
57%. So there's no firmament, right? Wait, what did he say? What did this say? The firmament debunks the globe.
To vote. That's it. We
Come
got
in to
37 votes. The firmament debunks the globe. Yes, 43%. No, 57%.
So no. So the answer is no. It doesn't debunk the globe, right? Right? So you're going to stick with that, right? That's now your new reality. Because why else put the poll up? And see, when it goes your way, oh, that's fact. Now let's see if it'll be fact when it doesn't go your way. Let's see how fucking dishonest you can be.
So where are ye globers? Thy are petrified to show us this uppest, to defend us thy globest. Yes, Emma, the Bible actually says the firmament is a physical thing. Should we actually get some scriptures up? I think that's a good idea. Let's get some scriptures up.
No.
Because everybody knows.
No, it says it's as a something, right? As polished brass or whatever. It doesn't say it is polished brass. It doesn't say it is something. It says it's as something. When you say it that something is as something, it means it's similar to, but not that thing.
Knows I love me some scriptures.
You should follow them. You know, like the Ten Commandments, don't lie. You should follow the Bible.
Genesis.
Good band. Shitty book.
Blue letter. Let's get the blue letter. I enjoy the blue letter. And share screen.
And the Flats lies his ass off on Broadway. Hey, did it in the spur of the moment. On Broadway.
Is it showing it? Why is it not sharing screen? Okay, let's try again. Share screen. Okay, there we go.
I did find something cool. I want to bring this up. I brought it up on another live stream. They were talking about telescopes. This is cool. Yeah. You could print a fucking telescope. I never even thought of it. Thought of doing that. But notice there's no container. Doesn't have sides. It doesn't need them. It doesn't need a tube. Like this one. This is from Reddit. But yeah, I got the files for this. I could print it. You need to supply your own mirror, which is a pretty good expense. And the 45 degree or the 90 the 45 degree mirror, you have to provide that, and it's an oval surface mirrored mirror, and you have to provide your own optic. But yeah, you can print a fucking telescope. And it doesn't really have to be that precise, because you build into it a gimbal, or it's a tripod alignment system to align the mirror in a collimator. You can collimate it, so it doesn't have to be like perfectly. It allows for movement. So yeah, But I thought that was pretty cool. Like here's the spider. You can actually put a. You don't even have to have a 90-degree mirror or 45-degree mirror. You can actually just put a camera in its place. So you replace the side mirror with a fucking camera. Very cool. See where's the printable? Yeah, Newtonian, 8-inch Newtonian telescope. How big can I make mine? What's Echo? How many inches is 350 millimeters?
350 millimeters is about 13.78 inches.
So I could make a 12-inch fucking reflector. I could make a 12-inch reflector on my printer. And I'm wondering if I could even Echo stop. So I could do this. Be interesting.
I have to say, my internet's been doing a few weird things today for some reason, so please be patient with me. Do you know BLB is user supported? Okay, great. Now, I want to dismiss that. Okay. Okay. So we go to Genesis. Oh.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah, my location here, I have yet to see a solar eclipse while I've been in California. I've yet to see. Actually, I did see I did see an eclipse when I was living in San Francisco in the 90s. I've seen one eclipse while I've been in California. I've never seen the sun on the equinox. It's always been cloudy. So I couldn't take part in any of the anybody's fucking experiments and shit. I'd actually like to, speaking of telescopes, I'd like to, oh, there you go. Holy shit. That's nice. $600,000. Fuck me. What size is it? What's the mirror size? A 1 meter. Holy fucking shit. A 3-foot fucking mirror on that son of a bitch. Holy crap. Get 2 of them. Yeah, they like binoculars. You could actually make binoculars out of them. That would be fucking awesome.
Beginning.
Place them like a meter or place them a kilometer apart. And just run it with a Google lens.
Beginning. Okay, Genesis 1 verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Beroshit Elohim what? Created, what was it? Can't remember.
Oh, you don't speak Hebrew? I mean, you just memorize Hebrew? Is that what you're doing, Fkatzoid? You're such a Hebrew scholar. You must know Hebrew fluently.
The Hebrew now.
See, he just can't. He doesn't even know the Hebrew words. He's memorized them, but he doesn't know what those words mean.
Well, he created, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, which is interesting because it always used to be heavens. Some translations still have heavens. If you go through to the actual Hebrew, the root still shows heavens. So it's a thing that's been changed. Genesis 1 verse 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of...
So why are you bringing an unfalsifiable narrative into a scientific discussion, Fkatzoid? You know, in science, that's forbidden. Did you know that? That bringing religion or an unfalsifiable narrative into science is completely not allowed? Did you know that?
God moved upon the face of the waters. We all know that debunks a globe, full stop, because a globe needs to have form.
It does. It's been measured. The Earth's been measured for over 2,000 years, man. It's not flat. We've known it's not flat since about 500 BC.
And God is clearly saying when he created, there was no form. And there was no light, so there was no sun. And according to the heliocentric belief system, you require the sun to be before the earth. And they required it to be billions.
Okay. Why does it? I don't know.
Of years before the earth.
I'm trying to make sense of his fucking fucked up brain. That's what I'm trying to do.
Even there, just to let you guys know. And also, when God moved upon the face of the waters, that means the earth's flat. Okay?
So, the heliocentric model is not the Big Bang, dipshit. Okay? The Big Bang has nothing to do with a heliocentric model. The Big Bang is the origins of the universe, and the heliocentric model is what we see now. Fucking retard.
Because the face of waters is flat. Genesis 1 verse 3. And God said, let there be light. And there was light. And God...
Yeah, because if it's a face, it means it's flat, right? Like, my face is flat, obviously, right? Fuck.
saw that the light, that it was good. And God divided the light from the darkness. And God...
Yeah, good question. So formless means flat? Does formless mean flat, Fkatzoid?
called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. Question, PJ, on that first day, was the sun there yet?
No, not on the first day, no.
So no globe yet. That's weird.
No.
How does... Wait, maybe we can understand. What does a globe dictate?
You know, I don't think God called anything day. I think man assigned words to things. God didn't do that. Was there language before everything? No, there wasn't.
For this, for a day. What's a day according to the globe, though?
Well, you need to it's one.
According to the globe, you mean according to reality? Is that what you mean? What's the globe according to reality? What the fuck, dude?
One rotation of the Earth.
I mean, he just keeps getting dumber and dumber and dumber.
Is a day, so you know.
Yes, one rotation of the Earth is one day. This has been proven.
And 365 days is a year, and that's considering the orbit of the Earth.
Hi guys.
So it needs the sun. It needs the sun.
Exactly.
Sun
What's
has to
up,
be
Chris?
sent out.
Yeah, exactly. What's up, Chris? How's it going?
Yeah, well, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Perfect, man.
Very much so.
Okay, nice, thanks.
Oh, this dipshit again.
So yeah,
Pleasure to be here.
it's good to see you, man. So yeah, the first problem the globe has is the globe is the Earth was created without any form. So therefore, it's
No, the globe doesn't have any problems. The heliocentric model doesn't have any problems. It matches reality perfectly. You want to know why, Fkatzoid? Because the heliocentric model is measurements and observations of reality. That's what a model is. That's how you create a model. You observe reality and you create a model from that. No, that's not Luca. That's a different guy.
not a sphere. Second of all,
I mean, they don't even know what a scientific model is or how to compile one or how to create a model. They think to create a heliocentric model, First, you have to go down to the hobby store.
The sun is not there, but there's a day, and a sun, according to this globe.
And glue is required at some point, probably to sniff.
I mean, the day, according to globe, is the rotation of the Earth on its axis of 24 hours around the sun.
Right. We can see that from time-lapse footage from the ISS. We can see the Earth rotate.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. They move too fast to notice it, but yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
And there's no globe yet,
Yep.
there's no sun yet, so there's no way to have the first day.
Then your Bible is a lie. If the information you have doesn't match reality, then the information you have is false. Your Bible doesn't match reality, Flatzoid. Your Bible is false.
Give me 2 seconds, guys.
Yeah, why doesn't a flat earth? Yeah, exactly.
My children are making a big noise. Coming now, sorry.
I mean, because Flatzoid says so, and Flatzoid's an expert because he understands things like atmosphere planes.
Sorry about that.
You're fine, Peter.
Yeah, I'm good. I wish Zep would stop me so many socks though. You know.
Okay,
Do you think Zep disguise yourself from Zep? You know what I mean? Come on.
Okay. So this is where it gets to for Emma, because she doesn't know that the Bible talks about the firmament being physical. Genesis 1 verse 6, and God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Now,
And that makes absolutely no fucking sense at all, man. None. That sentence is gibberish.
I wonder if I can put the strongs on quickly. Yes, I can. Okay. Let's get to firmament, just so they can see what the firmament is. Okay. Rakia.
See, according to the Big Bang Theory and the formation of the universe, the sun was there first, and everything went around the sun, orbited around the sun, and congealed and combined into the planets we see, banged into each other and threw fucking shit at each other. That's how that's what the heliocentric or the theory behind the birth of the universe. That's what science says. What does your Bible say? Your Bible says God created the earth first and then the sun? That's fucking stupid. That doesn't match reality at all.
Everybody repeat after me. Rakia.
Rakia.
Rakia. Rakia is the Hebrew word for the firmament.
And see, you've been educated on this by Hebrew speakers, people who actually live in Jerusalem or in whatever country near over there that they live in, and that they speak the language, and that's their first language. You've been educated on this, dipshit, but you keep saying the same lie over and over again.
Now, notice, I got to just point out there are two different types of firmament in the Hebrew language.
Are there?
Hamashem and Rakia. Rakia is the solid firmament, and Hamashem is the sky, as in the heavens where the birds fly. That's sky.
And you know this because you're a fluent Hebrew speaker, right? That you know that because of that? Or is it your fucking pseudo-religious bias?
Okay, so we'll get to that. But as you see there, Rakia, it's a masculine noun.
Harping with her arm.
It says... Oh, it's difficult when I'm like got it small like this. There we go, there we go. Why is it not showing me? Huh? Okay, I gotta make it bigger. Sorry, guys. Can you see it now?
Yes, he's an expert in Hebrew because he has a concordance.
Yeah.
Okay. Extended surface, solid. So it's a solid expanse, firmament. So what it says, the expanse is flat as base and its support. The firmament or vault of heaven supporting waters above. Considered by Hebrews as solid and supporting waters above.
Yes, Hebrews back then, because they were stupid and they didn't understand science and they hadn't measured anything. See, that's what they just thought it was. So they wrote it down. But, you know, when you're a kid, right? And you draw things in a coloring book, right? You draw pictures of like dinosaurs and Godzilla and shit like that, you know, and flying cars and fucking birds with two heads. And then later on, when you grow up, you know, grow the fuck up, and you look back on that book and you go, whoever drew that didn't know what the fuck they were doing, man. None of that shit's real. See, that's history. See, the people who wrote the Bible originally didn't know what the fuck they're talking about. They were completely ignorant of anything scientific. But now we've measured stuff and we've explored space, and we've like observed shit, and we've run experiments on stuff. We've sent probes out into the universe. We know that that's fucking hog shit. It's fucking horse shit. It's hogwash. So, I mean, quit believing in a 2,000-year-old fucking book that was written by idiots. Just because you want to be different, right? Want to be unique.
So no universe.
I mean, you're so weak in your faith that you don't realize that you can be a Christian, go to heaven, and still believe in science. That's how fucking pig-headed you are. That's how fucked your way of thinking is. That you think, and you said it. People that don't believe in flat Earth, like Will, are evil demons. I mean, how fucking dare you to call a pastor an evil demon because he believes in science and he's witnessed something that proves your fucking paradigm wrong?
No universe at all.
How dare you?
Well, we can't get there.
So, yeah, the Bible's very clear the firmament is solid. Correct, guys?
Absolutely.
Yep.
And this is what I have a question to all the Christian globers out there. Is it more important to believe man, who says, guys, I'm going to Mars?
Men do shit. Men do stuff, man. Men do science. Your God doesn't do science. But you know what? Let's entertain you for a minute and say your God's real. You know who created science? Physics? Your God. You know who created the spherical earth? Your God did. And you know what? Jesus wasn't a flat earther. Jesus was a scholar. Reports about Jesus say that he spent most of his time in the town square talking to other scholars, talking to the wise men of the tribe, and he knew it wasn't flat. Number one, because they'd known for 500 years that it wasn't flat, and his dad didn't make it flat. So,
Or is it more important to believe God? where he says, guys, I created a solid firmament.
I don't know. God says pi is 3. So I don't believe anything your God says. Your God's a monster. Again, we're giving it to you that your God's real. Your God's a monster. Your God is a genocidal monster. Your God wiped out everyone on a planet. Who does that, man? What kind of good person does it? What kind of good being, malevolent or benevolent being does that? Your God burned a city to the ground. Two cities to the ground because they wanted to fuck. That's pretty sad, man. And who would worship a God who couldn't do anything but make a mud pie with some bumps on it and put it under a fucking dome? Who would want to worship a weak, meaningless, ineffectual God like that?
I created a stationary plane. I created...
Where? Where does it say he created a stationary plane? Where?
the earth to be close to me, you know, that you guys are...
Are bats birds? Bible says bats are birds. So are bats birds? No, they're not. They're different things. But back then, the word for bat was bird because it flew. It flew in the air. It's a bird, right? But we discovered more things scientifically about bats. What bats are, right? And we realized that bats aren't birds.
as grasshoppers.
So they looked up and they said, wow, it just must be a solid dome over there because it looks like it. But then we measured shit, right? Discovered it's not a dome. So that's not what rakia means. Now, if you ask any Hebrew what rakia means, they're going to tell you it's sky, man. That's what they'll tell you. Every single goddamn last one of them. Except for the dumb motherfucker that comes on your fucking show. That guy, he won't tell you that because he's a liar, just like you.
Under my footstool. As you know, I can see you as like on the circle of earth because I want you to be close to me, to have a relationship with me. Remember, God walked with Adam and Eve in the garden physically.
And God lied to Adam and Eve. Literally. You know who told them the truth there, Fkatzoid? Satan told them the truth.
Okay, he walked with them. Okay? God created us to have a relationship with us. The problem with the globe is the globe teaches us that we are just here.
No, man created God to explain scientific phenomena, natural phenomena. That's why God is around. Because man couldn't understand shit. So he created reasons for that shit happening. Like that mountain there. Shit came out of it. Why? God did it. How can we stop it from happening tomorrow? Well, we've got to sacrifice someone to it. We have to sacrifice something to the God so that won't happen again.
Here by chance.
Why do the tides happen? God must do it. Why does the sun go down? Well, God does it. You even fucking do that shit, man. Why do things go down? Well, God intended it to do that. God makes it happen. You're such a gullible fuckwit.
And we just
such an uneducated, gullible, unreasonable embarrassment.
Just an infinite speck. We're just a little bitty speck in an infinite sea of nothingness and galaxies and everything.
Yes, that's what God created. That's what your God created. Your God created that infinite universe. But just like Whitsitt and all the other fucking Christian flat earthers, you're a Christian flat earther. You're a flat earther because you have emotional problems. You feel insignificant. Or as I heard, it was what movie was it on? Badass? Kick-ass? You you're insignificant. Cunt is how he said it. You feel insignificant because you don't want to be a speck flying through just infinite, endless space because you're insecure. See, you're lying about God's creation to hide and mask your own insecurity. And it's sad, man. It's fucking pathetic. It really, really is.
It's just spreading as far away as possible, and the universe is expanding.
But God is everywhere. If the universe expands, God goes with it, motherfucker. But he still stays here. As the universe expands, your God gets bigger. Can't you fucking understand that? Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, who gives a fuck about what the Bible says about anything? Exactly, Tusk. Exactly. These dumb fucks. Because they can't handle reality. They can't deal. They can't cope.
It's literally teaching us that God is moving further and further away from us.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
No, he's just getting bigger. He's just getting bigger. So let me show you something here, buddy. Let me sit here. Let me ask you a question. If you're standing here, right?
This is how.
If you're standing here in this thing, right? Well, let's get a regular video. There we go. Let's say you're a little bitty mouse, right? And you're standing in this in the bottom of this tub that they're gonna pour this shit into. Turn that off. Turn the sound out, right? You're a little bitty mouse and you're in here, right? You're a little teeny guy, right? And this foam starts expanding around you. Is the foam going away from you? No, it's not. The foam is God, motherfucker. The universe is expanding. Your God is going with it. But he's still here. You fucking dumb shit. You really are a dumb motherfucker, Fkatzoid.
It goes against what the Bible teaches. The Bible teaches us a personal, loving God who created us for a purpose.
No, it doesn't. No, the heliocentric model doesn't go against what God teaches, dipshit. At all. At all. What the fuck are you talking about?
And a reason, and to spend time with us. Where the globe teaches everything opposite of that. It's literally a perversion of God's creation.
No, it's not. God created it. It's reality, man. The heliocentric model is a model of reality. Yeah, loving God. Bullshit. Bullshit. Your God is a slumlord, Fkatzoid.
Absolutely.
I mean, we all know.
It divides so much.
Mm-hmm. And no, Wesley, that's not what. That's weird that you think that's what the globe teaches. No, that's what the globe does teach. I can bring you Louis Giglio. When I was a Glober Christian for a long time, I used to love watching Louis Giglio, where he talks about, look how small Earth is. And then he shows us the sun. Then he shows us Poltergeist. Then he shows us bigger and bigger. And he says,
shows us what? Poltergeist? You mean Beetlejuice?
God cares so much about us. He made us so tiny. But look at all the other huge things he made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not the center of the universe, man. There's other shit out there that makes you feel insignificant. See, you need therapy, man. That's what you need.
And then he shows us this little speck of dust.
Yeah?
And yeah, the globe does teach an ever-expanding universe.
Yeah, elephants are bigger than you, too. Elephants are bigger. Giraffes are taller. Gorillas are huge. Blue whale is the biggest mammal on Earth. How does that make you feel, Flatzoid? That God made other creatures bigger than man. He didn't make man the biggest, did he? No, he didn't. So how does it make you feel? Are whales fake now? Because you just can't deal with the reality of being smaller than another creature?
And if you are claiming God is outside of our universe, that means he's expanding with that universe.
Expanding. Yes, he's expanding. He is expanding. He's not in the beach ball, man. With a lot of empty space, he's expanding.
Right.
Hey, Luca, what's
Jesus
up, man?
Christ.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, mister?
It's going pretty good.
It's good, it's good. So we finally
Now that's Luca. That's not Luca.
got a globe in. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Unless you've become a
I'm
flat
the
earther.
first one,
It
huh?
doesn't glow.
Unless you become a flat earther.
Nah, then you guys have no one.
Yes, no one wants to come on your show, Flatzoid. Nobody. Nobody. You can't be talked to. You can't have a discussion. You're not an honest actor.
Where's the
Nice.
actually out?
The only thing that you bring to the table is nuh-uh. That's it. That's the only thing you bring. You bring no evidence, and you deny any evidence presented to you. Hey, curious.
You know what, Wesley? I'd love you to actually come in and explain to me
Hey, Lindsay.
why you disagree with what I just said about the Earth, though, the globe Earth. Because that is what it is.
Oh?
Hey, Charles, good to see you, mate.
I mean, he keeps asking people, why do you think the Earth is a globe? Because we've told you. You've been given all the answers, man. Why do you keep asking? Seriously, this motherfucker would keep looking for his glasses after he's found them. Jesus.
What did you just say about the globe Earth?
No, I was explaining to him what the heliocentric model teaches.
Uh-huh.
And he's saying that's not how. So I want to understand what he's.
Yeah, it's not so bad these days, but yeah, when Luca first started going on his show, they just fucking abused him. I don't know why he keeps going on there. I really don't.
View of it is if he comes in and explains to us.
What?
I mean, I've tried to have a panel show like this, but no one wants to do it with me. Where Luca could come and be in a good atmosphere, be in a good environment, a supportive environment.
What specifically does the
Tried it
heliocentric model
4
teach?
times.
We were
Like,
talking
what
about
do
the
you talk
firmament.
about?
Yeah, I just said
The
so.
firmament?
Well, yeah. Okay, let's for instance take the firmament. Does your globe teach a firmament, Luca?
No.
Exactly.
No.
What does the Bible teach a firmament?
The Bible's wrong. The Bible teaches a firmament because the Bible's wrong. And you're misinterpreting it. You're misinterpreting it.
Yes.
So you would understand as a globe believing Christian.
Hey, Flatzoid, are cars real? Do cars exist? Huh? Does the Bible teach of? Does the Bible say cars are real? No. But you believe they are, right? Because they are. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Who does this? Who gets their entire reality from the Bible?
You would have to come to a crossroad and decide, okay,
Who fucking ignores reality? I mean, Jesus, they're ignoring reality. They're ignoring measurements and observations from millions of people. They're ignoring science for a fucking book that's wrong.
wait, who am I going to trust?
God. I mean, is it just obstinance? Is that why they're doing it? Just to be that last holdout of the stubborn person? I mean, is it just stubbornness? I don't know. I mean, no adult can be this dumb. I mean, I have that much faith in humanity to know that nobody could be this fucking dumb on accident. Okay. I mean, I've tried. I don't really want chatting with me. I just want like chatting with a bunch of people. I don't want to do like an interview show.
God of the Bible or man that
I mean, I want to do something that's better than this. Fuck me.
tells me that's different to God of the Bible? Correct? You would understand that.
I mean, it's gotta be. They can't be this fucking stupid. And then to turn around and say, "Oh, Globers, nobody can be that stupid." What the fuck are you talking about? You think you can look through your legs backwards at the moon and it changes size?
Well,
Fuck.
I know you can be a Christian and still
Yeah, no,
be
I'm
a
saying you
Glober.
can, but it puts you in a crossroad though.
No, it doesn't. It absolutely fucking doesn't. It being a Glober has absolutely no fucking bearing on your goddamn religion. None. Zero. There's absolutely the vent here. Here's we're going to illustrate it for you. Here. Here's the Venn diagram. Here, first we'll put the text in. Or you do text. Text. There we go. Here, put globe. Move that there. We'll do. Put religion there. Here we'll. So here's the Venn diagram between being a Glober There you go. That's the Venn diagram, dipshit. One has absolutely nothing to do with the other one.
It was the same crossroad I had to come into because I've always been a Christian Glober my whole life, practically my whole life. And I had to
Yeah, I think I've seen your channel.
face the facts.
You can put a link to it.
Like when reading the Bible and I came to realization, it's like, whoa, this doesn't actually teach what I was thinking this whole life, what I've been taught by the pastors and things my whole life. It's totally different.
So your misinterpretation of the Bible said all your pastors are wrong. And you went through seminary to make this determination like they did? He's just a fucking egotist. He's just a narcissist who thinks that everything he thinks is right. He is like patient zero for internet cancer.
Suppose. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, I would love to get Wesley on to give us just his viewpoint on how he sees it though, because I've heard this from the same thing as what he says. It's like, no, I'm saying my God is very powerful because he can make these great things. Who says God can't make all these great things?
You said it. Space is fake. There's nothing out there. The planets are just dots of light in the sky. You've said this. You've said this, Fkatzoid. You worship a god that can only make a mud pie. What the fuck, man? You said it just now.
Yeah.
Who says they're not inside our firmament?
Exactly. I mean,
so a planet that's, I don't know how many times bigger than the Earth is in our firmament. Is that what you're saying? Fuck. Listen to this piece of shit. Listen to him fucking flip-flop and backtrack and backpedal. Contradict himself.
God is very powerful, but he doesn't need to make a whole heliocentric universe to prove that. You know what I mean? I mean, that to me, it might make him obviously he's almighty anyway. He could do that if he wanted, but to me, that makes him very impersonal when he wants to really.
Why? Oh, so you want a personal God along with billions of other people? Is that what you want? You know, there are billions over the history of mankind. There have been trillions of Christians, but you want him personal. You want him all to yourself, and he can't make anything bigger because that would make you feel small. Hey, Aid, is that what you're saying? You fucking piece of shit. You pathetic, insecure maggot. These people you're making a mockery of religion because you're insecure. How fucking pathetic are you?
Relationship, and it's not impersonal.
It goes against God's character. Yeah. If you go look at God's character, the globe.
Oh, you know God's character? You know God's character. You can speak for God's character.
Goes against God's character, and it goes against what the scriptures teach.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. God damn it! What a fuckwit.
Of what he created on. I mean, there's just no getting around. Look at Joshua 10, for instance, when Joshua, when Joshua tells the sun and moon to stop over Ajalon.
That's impossible. Do you know what it means by made them stop? Made the sun stop. You know what that means? Made it stop fucking shining. It's talking about an eclipse, dipshit. That's what that verse is describing. A fucking eclipse. It stops shining for the duration of the totality where they were at. You fucking asshole. You fucking illiterate dumb fuck.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very clear.
It's just great that,
I'm sorry? Yeah?
that we learned that we're the center and not just a flying ball through the space.
Exactly.
So it's so great to wake up here.
Yeah, exactly. Curious. Exactly. I mean, I went for 2 years to Worthington Christian School, run by Grace Brethren Church. Half my learning during that school period, well, not half of it, they brought Christianity into a lot of the classes, like English, And they didn't do science. They left science alone. Although they did teach the they did teach us the lightning striking the soup, the primordial soup model. That's where life could have come from. So that was kind of weird. But yeah, we had for 2 periods we had science, we had Bible class. Or what? No, it was 1 period of Bible class, and then we had a period of basically church, 1 hour of the day, every day, where we sang hymns and had special speakers and shit like that. It was kind of cool. It was like a kind of like assembly, Christian version of assembly. And then we had science class, and we didn't talk about religion in the science class. So you're full of shit, Flatzoid. You're completely full of fucking shit. I mean, if the Bible taught that the earth is flat, it would be taught in Christian high schools, Christian grade schools, Christian colleges, Christian seminaries. It would be taught there, asshole, and it's not. If that's the word of God, then it would be taught in church, in schools, in Christian schools. I mean, think, man. Think. Fuck me.
But yeah, like I said, it does come to a crossroad with a Christian, though. If you get faced with, my Bible teaches something I don't believe in.
You don't believe in reality, man. You don't believe in reality. Oh my God. You're just so sad.
You have to unfortunately make that point and think, okay,
You're just fucking pathetic.
am I going to trust what the Bible says, or am I going to trust what some man says with the white lab coat or whatever? You know what I mean?
Are you wearing mixed fabrics? Mixed fibers in your fabric? Like, is that a poly cotton blend t-shirt? Probably is. Stitched with polyester thread? Probably is, or cotton thread. So you don't believe what the Bible teaches you, because the Bible says that's wrong. That you don't wear mixed fibers. So you don't follow the God. You don't follow the Bible, okay? You believe in the parts of the Bible that you want to believe in. You're selective.
And it doesn't make you not a Christian, just to point this out. If you do believe in space, whatever, that's your prerogative.
But you called Will Duffy a demon, a devil. You called Will Duffy evil. Okay? You're a fucking hypocrite. You just contradicted yourself.
I'm not saying you're not a Christian. I'm just saying that you have a crossroad that you have to go through, and you have to try and deal with it yourself, because I know, as I'm a Christian, I don't want to stand before God one day and he asks me, why did you trust man over me?
You know, I really hope that heaven is real, just so he can stand in front of God and have God tell him, you thought I created a flat earth after I created science to try and educate you, you dumb motherfucker? Get the fuck out. That's what I'd like to see.
I don't have to worry about that anymore.
Kick his ass straight to hell for blaspheming God's creation and lying about God. That's what would happen to you, Flatzoid.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I mean, most Christian Globers don't see it as a crossroad, because they take it as
Oh, me too, Lindsay. I sat and watched the moon 24/7. I didn't sleep for 3 days. my parents brought food and water to me, we had a television in the bathroom so I could watch TV when I pooped.
Like, not literally, but like,
I don't even think Trump University teaches flat Earth. Fuck. Prager University doesn't teach flat Earth.
maybe phenomenological.
What's it called?
Phenomenological. So they're trying to say it's
Phenomenal.
hyperbole.
Yeah. So
They see this phenomenological language, not.
Yeah, you're trying to say it's hyperbole. So they're trying to say it's all just based.
And as a side note, Butters was 100% correct when he said it's more comfortable to poop backwards, to sit on the toilet backwards, because you got the little shelf for your treats. He was absolutely right. Try it.
On
Viewpoint.
on meaning, on the viewpoint, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's just a cop out, because
Yeah, BYU, and you can't get more fucked than those guys. They don't teach flat Earth.
thing is, when it comes to Genesis, it's historical language. You get poetic
No, it's not historic language, asshole. Nothing in the Bible is historic.
language, and you get historic language. You get different type of context and languages in the Bible. And Genesis 1 is historic language. There's no hyperbole there. It's very straightforward. Day 1, blah blah. Day 2, blah blah.
I can see it from both. I can see it. I can see it from both. If you take it literally, then yeah, it would.
But you have to take it literal.
Is Genesis historically accurate? No, Genesis is not considered historically accurate by most mainstream scholars. Instead, it's primarily viewed as theological history, using a figurative language to convey spiritual truths rather than literal, historical, or scientific accounts. Get the fuck out.
Because it's historical language.
But if you take it.
Hyperbole just means exaggerated. That's not exaggerated language. That's more like metaphorical language that they're thinking of, isn't it? Because I think hyperbole is more like exaggerated than metaphorical.
Yes. Hyperbole is different than metaphor.
Just to be straight.
Yeah, that just makes more sense, everything, you know. It's so important that we are the middle of it and that we are in the creation, you know, and not the universe and everything they tell us.
See, to me, if you're being hyperbolic, you're exaggerating. To me, it's not exaggerated language. It's if you're using it that way, you're using it in metaphorical, figurative language. You know what I mean? But it's literal. It's literal. Simple.
I thought if it was metaphorically, it would use flags to talk. I thought that was metaphor.
Yeah, it brings me nearer to God, you know, to the Creator, you know. Just that truth.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Savage says, maybe we can see through the firmament, but not pass through it. Actually, the Bible also talks about it as well.
I mean, waters came in. Why can't we go out, right?
Who was it that fell asleep that was able to see through it, and they were...
You know, there's a possibility that if God put up a firmament, right, that was keeping waters out, and then they let the waters in, he just got rid of the firmament, and then we got oceans. You ever think of that? And then then since there's no waters above us, it's all space. We got access to space now, because then God created man with knowledge, or with a way of seeking knowledge, and a reasoning brain, and the ability to create physics and create spaceships, and learn how to use them and go into space that God created.
Were able to say Elijah, and he saw the firmament as emerald, and he could see, see through the firmament, see Jesus on the throne.
Did he? Is that what that guy said? Was he trying to sell you some magic beans too?
I think he saw Moses as well. Talking to God or something like that.
How did he see that far? How did he see that far, dude? Was he on Earth and he saw God or Moses? I'll say God. God could be huge, but Moses is the same size as him. So how far away is the firmament that he could distinguish that a person that was in the firmament, above the firmament, past it, sitting there, and he could tell it's Moses? How'd that happen? What would be the angular resolution? The Rayleigh criterion. Here, let's do the Rayleigh criterion. How much do you think he could resolve him at that distance, Fkatzoid? What? You believe horse shit? You think horse shit is real?
But I gotta say something, guys. God is not a God of confusion, okay? And if God says to Moses, "This is how I created the earth," okay? There's no confusion there.
Okay.
No confusion at all.
I mean, I'm sure he'd have no problem describing.
When did God tell Moses? When did God? What book did Moses write? Any idea? I think Moses didn't write Genesis.
The sphere. No problem.
Wow. Wesley Grantwell says Genesis 1 is Hebrew poetry. No, it's not Hebrew poetry. Genesis 1 is historical language.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
There's no poetry in Genesis.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
That's what I'm saying. This is their kind of cop-out that they have to try use.
Yeah, it's not. So, I mean, what? So,
yeah.
So God spoke the word, everything in existence turns into Big Bang, and
A lot of poetry from Genesis, man. Fuck you.
an evolution. No.
Yeah, that's so insane. It's the big.
I've been on for 2 hours. I'm gonna put a link in the chat, and
I agree.
And where is it? We're all gonna go over there. This is Jim's Sunday roast. So I'm going there, and if you want to see a good show, oh wait, hold on.
It's like 3i Atlas.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We don't want to see what they want to show us. We want to see.
No, never mind. Never mind. That's not Jim's Sunday roast. He put up the wrong thumbnail and the wrong title. on a regular Humans of Earth live stream. Never mind.
Bang, yeah. In my belief.
Nuts.
How could you tell what it happens? I don't know, 40 million years ago, or what they tell us?
You can't
Insane.
tell anything.
Let's share the screen.
I mean, it's just dumb. I mean, think about it. They don't think. When he was describing some dude writing about how he was fucking saw another human outside of the sky and could identify him. He didn't. That didn't fucking dawn on him to think maybe this is fucking maybe this is wrong. Maybe this is just bullshit. Because how could he see a guy? No, what happened is he ate a fucking mushroom and he started tripping, dude. That's what happened. He ate a mushroom or some kind of fungus or something, some bark of a tree or root that put him into a psychedelic trip, and he wrote down what he fucking saw. That's what happened.
Okay, this is the Hebrew Bible. Genesis 1.
That's the only thing he knows of the Hebrew Bible is this fucking concordance. He doesn't understand Hebrew language. Why do you have it in Hebrew? Just do the Hebrew. Get rid of the fucking English language. Get rid of the English part of it, right, you Hebrew scholar?
See the Besser, the creation of heaven and earth, of light and firmament of the earth, separate from waters and made fruitful, of the sun and moon, stars, fish, fowl. Okay. Bereshit bar Elohim et hashamayim v'et eretz. Okay, so in the beginning, God, Elohim. Remember, this is actually Elohim is the Trinity. Just to let everybody know. Okay.
Yeah.
Created the heavens and the earth. Varetz hayatohu hovu v'tziu panei hom vruch Elohim marfet apanei amahem. So, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon
Jesus
the face
Christ.
of the deep, and the spirit of Elohim moved upon the face of the waters.
Oh, fucking spare me.
We go, for instance, to Psalms. That's poetic language. When David is singing a song of Psalms, that's poetic language. Okay?
Yeah. In Lamentations, when they're whining, that's poetic. You know, Song of Songs, poetic. You know, that type of stuff.
I mean, let's for
Please,
instance, let's for instance say with in Genesis as well, where it says, and he begat, and he begat, and he begot, and he begat. That is literal again. It's historical lineage. It's telling you who begat who and who begat who. What is poetic about that?
I was going to say, if that's poetry, it's the worst poem ever. You know?
It's the most boring poem. Because, I mean...
Oh, it's hard.
It's difficult. Hard. It's very difficult to read through who begat who the whole time, just to let you guys know.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy. It's a lot easier when you got Alexander Scorby saying it for you, you know? It's easier
Right, it's actually simple.
And that's
not
what
hard.
the worldview was back then, wasn't it? People actually did believe that there was a dome, right?
Well, they believed it because in the olden days, yeah, they believed it because it's true.
I mean, just prove there's a dome, dipshit. Prove it. Prove it. If part of the heliocentric model or part of the heliocentric claim was that there's a globe or a dome, what would you tell us to fucking do? Prove it, right? We say there's curvature. You say prove it, right? But yet, no, I don't have to prove there's a dome. Right?
So when Genesis talks about the firmament, it isn't describing a physical dome in like
No,
a
it is.
scientific
No.
sense.
Yes, it is.
No, it's describing the sky because they were too dumb to realize that was the sky. They didn't understand nature, man.
It's physically
Yes,
talk about a dome, yes.
Solid
It's using.
permanent.
How would you know?
But
How would you know?
isn't it using like
How do you know?
what people understood about the world back then?
No.
So
the thing is,
so it's poetically.
no,
No, it's not poetic.
Jesus,
They were pretty fucking ignorant back then because they thought bats were birds.
You can read the Bible. You're telling us what it is.
Jesus spoke face to face with Moses, and he told him how he created the earth.
Where?
There's no poetic language there. This is the link Wesley
And you believe that?
put up, told us to try and go look through. This is what.
So some God you can't prove, who you say is just not real. You've admitted he's not real. He lives in the metaphorical, right? You've proven that he isn't real. Talk to a dude and told him stories, right? The guy didn't have some sort of fucking seizure or eat a mushroom or smoke some weird shit, right? He didn't do that and then say, wow, God talked to me. That didn't happen, right? You'll believe anything fed to you except reality.
This is what Bible analysis. On what basis is Genesis 1 said to be Hebrew poetry? The chapter is structured around a sequence of 7 days, which each day featuring a pattern of divine command followed by fulfillment. This structure exhibits a poetic symmetry, with each day building up on the previous one and contributing to overarching theme of divine creation. The opening chapter of the book of Genesis in the Bible is rich and profound text that has been the subject of extensively study and interpretation. One of the intriguing aspects of Genesis 1 is that question if it's literally genre and structure. While the text is often viewed as historical narrative, there is a compelling argument to be made for understanding it's a form of Hebrew poetry. This perspective sheds new light on the beauty and complexity of the creation account that offers a deeper appreciation for its significance. The basis for identifying Genesis, which often relies on rhyme and meta, Hebrew poetry is characterized.
Does anybody come on his show at all? Or is it just Luca? Because I'm done with this dipshit.
Lot. The boost of the rocket, it's like it spreads out a lot, so it's like the gas spreads out.
Yeah, exactly, Emma.
They're meant to be Christians. That's the point, Luca. They're meant to be Christians and they're using pagan god names.
Mm-hmm.
Stuff like
It's
Exactly.
not
Emma says early
really-
astronomers wrote in Latin, the language of the Roman Empire, names of Roman gods. That's what Google says. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The entire country being Christian is not true.
And they knew by that time that the Bible, that the earth wasn't flat, that there was shit out there, man.
Oh,
America's not seen as a conservative Christian country. Are you smoking something?
No, it's not. Our country has no religion.
Everyone in America.
obviously not everyone is Christians. My goodness.
No, our founding documents were not based on a religion.
That's not a Christian country, then.
The government based themselves on Christian principles.
No, it doesn't. No, we don't. We have a separation of church and state, dipshit.
And stuff like that. The government say they're Christian, don't they?
No, they don't. No, our government does not say it's Christian, dipshit. There are articles in the Constitution that prevent that.
Do you know what who made the independence of Declaration of Independence, Luca?
No.
Christians.
No. No. Thomas Jefferson was not a Christian. I don't think. Was Thomas Jefferson a Christian? No, Thomas Jefferson was not a conventionally religious or Orthodox Christian, though he identified himself as a real Christian and a disciple of Jesus' teaching. He rejected key Christian tenets like the divinity and resurrection of Jesus, preferring the moral teachings and philosophy of Jesus as presented in his self-compiled Jefferson Bible. So no.
Supposed Christians. What does America stand on?
We stand on the Constitution. That's what we stand on. Democracy.
Well, I don't know much
They
about
stand
America.
on those values created
No, we don't.
by their so-called Christian forefathers.
No, we stand on values passed down by Locke and other philosophers, but not Christian values. No.
Exactly. Like the UK is meant to be a Christian country, but
Not
it's
anymore.
barely Christian. Exactly. I mean, the king's meant to be defender of the faith.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Well,
He
let's
sits down
face
and
it,
says,
King
"Salam
Charles.
alaikum, alaikum salam."
Let's face it, King Charles is a
Defender of the faith of the Church of England, dipshit.
king's butthole.
No. Awful, man.
He doesn't really do anything, does he?
No. I mean, back in the day, kings used to go into battle. You know what I mean? Nowadays, they could just go into the army and stuff like that, and they go into the military.
Now they're just going to do talks. They're just going to do talks and show off their jewelry and say, "Ah, look at me, I'm the king." Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Quite insane. Yeah, Christopher Allen, our money says, "In God we trust,"
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
while showing an all-seeing eye on a pyramid.
Okay.
So much symbolic, yeah.
But as I say, there was unfortunately a lot of Masonic influence as well in the forefathers. So
Why do you say unfortunately? There's nothing bad about the Masons, dipshit. Nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing.
you'll expect to see these kind of things.
If my dad was around this dipshit and he talked bad about the Masons, my dad would beat the shit out of him. Whip him like a redheaded stepchild.
Woohoo, Kunal, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while, man. No Globies want to come in and have discussion? Unless, Luca, you want to debate someone.
You can't have a discussion. I've tried to have a discussion with you and you had nothing. I debated you twice and you brought nothing to the table. Why the fuck would anyone want to come on your show? And then after the person leaves, you just fucking badmouth them? Fuck you.
On Gasper's that container or gravity or whatever you want.
So you want to have a discussion on shit that we've tried to educate you on and you refuse? What? Why? Why would anyone want to put themselves through that? You've already been educated on this shit, man. There's no discussion. Fuck me.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Join us.
I don't mind having a debate about something.
Go ahead.
Okay.
I mean, it's like, let's have a conversation. Okay, Point A, nuh-uh. Point B, nuh-uh. Point C, nuh-uh. Anybody else want to come on? Next person. Point A, nuh-uh. Point B, nuh-uh. Prove your point. Back your claim up. Oh, burden of proof. Why the fuck would anyone want to talk to you, asshole? That's all you have to offer. Nothing more.
Let me think. Okay, let's see.
Can you have
What-
gas pressure without containment, Luca?
Yes, dumb fuck, and you've been educated on why. Why do you keep asking the same questions? You know, puppies learn. Why can't you?
Well,
Next point.
I mean, Jesus Christ. Are you fucking kidding me? You're asking. Jesus fuck. They just they refuse to get it. They refuse to be educated. How can you have a fucking civil adult conversation with these people? They refuse to understand anything. But they keep begging people to come on. I mean, seriously, man. Grow the fuck up.
no.
Great! So the Earth's not a globe. Well done. Welcome to Flat Earth.
Good
How's
fucking
that?
That was
God,
quick.
man.
You just said you can't have gas without containment.
Containment, yeah.
And the Earth is
Isn't-
not the Earth.
Right. Gravity contains the atmosphere, stupid.
The globe Earth's not contained. So
But like,
okay.
isn't
Peter, you guys
gravity
take this on.
the
I've
container?
had this discussion many years.
Gravity is the container here, though.
I think we don't.
So,
You can't have a vacuum next to a normal pressure system. It's
but
impossible.
we don't have a vacuum.
Yes, we do. We do have a vacuum next to a gradual pressure system. We absolutely do, because it starts at 14 psi and tapers off to fucking nothing. Now, does that sound like a container that would be filled with the same density gas? No, it doesn't, does it?
Vacuum next to a low. But that's not true. We don't have a vacuum next to whatever you say.
I mean, he keeps saying the same thing. You can't have a vacuum next to a pressure, to air pressure, to an atmospheric pressure. You can't have it isn't. It tapers off. It starts at 14 psi at sea level and tapers off the higher you go. Drops the higher you go, and then it gets down to nothing. This has been proven. You can prove this yourself. I mean, seriously.
We don't have a vacuum next to a low pressure area.
I agree.
I
agree with that.
non-vacuum.
I agree.
Then
No,
you
we
are
say we
welcome.
don't either. That's not true. Globers don't say that ever.
No, we don't.
We have a vacuum next to it. We don't say that. Oh,
See, even their fucking questions are dishonest.
Push.
PJ.
PJ's
no.
probably going to come in again now.
You explained that the atmosphere is getting thinner, 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 and then it's
Yeah.
the vacuum.
Yeah. Until we
Yes.
just
Yes, proven, motherfucker. Proven. Measured.
know that vacuum.
It's possible.
But yet it happens. It's recorded. You dumb fuck. Look at this dumb magoo. It's impossible. No, it's not, motherfucker, because it's happened.
How's that?
Just
Why is
impossible.
Listen to this guy.
And then it's
Yeah.
the
Oh, it's just impossible.
vacuum.
that? Yeah. Until we just know that vacuum.
It's possible.
How's that?
Just
Why
impossible. You need to have a solid dome, or something solid what keeps the vacuum away from the normal pressure system.
What vacuum? What vacuum? What vacuum are you talking about, man? Space is fake. There's nothing there. What are you keeping out? There's nothing out there to keep out. See, their tiny little brains try and think of shit, but they can't. And what comes out of their mouth is just gibberish and contradictory. They constantly contradict themselves. They say there's nothing out there. There's waters above out there, right? But he said vacuum. But yet it's waters above. Are waters above a vacuum?
Don't ever. I have never seen any. What's the right wording here? There is no evidence for the dome that the globe can't explain without using a dome. Such as when they fired rockets up into the atmosphere. The explanation.
There you go, Fkatzoid. Oh, you can't see that. You can for a $120, you can get a 28-foot professional weather balloon. You can fill it with helium. You can take your camera that doesn't have a fisheye lens, and you can send a barometer up, put a telemetry module on it, and so you can pick it up by a radio, and you can send it up, and you can see just what the atmosphere does the higher you go. There you go. Would you ever do it? No, you won't, because you're a coward. You're a chicken shit bitch who's afraid to face reality.
Is not that there is a dome. It's just that they were testing how the atmosphere would react or something like that. That was it. They weren't testing for the dome there. So
I had 10 people here today.
For you to say that they were indeed testing for the dome or trying to break through the dome or doing whatever, you'd have to prove that they were actually using that as a test to break through the dome. You know? You'd have to provide.
Oh, they don't have to prove anything, Luca. All they have to do is claim something. That's all they have to do. They don't have to do anything. Because they aren't making claims. They're just making claims.
Provide evidence for that, but there is none. So, well,
Elon Musk shows us a little bit about it.
We're gonna we'll speed it up to 125. Do that.
With his rocket starts, he shows us that there is something what the rocket hits, and it's like a water, or I don't know what.
No, it doesn't show that it hits anything, dipshit. And listen to what he says it might have hit. Listen to this.
That there is something what the rocket hits, and it's like a water, or I don't know what it is, but
it's like water, but I don't know what it is. Then you don't know what it is. You don't know that it's there even. They want to make this claim of a dome, but they have no fucking clue about it. They can't prove it. They can't show us a sample of it. They can't show us photographs of it. They have no physical evidence of it. All they have is a claim. But yet they think shit can react to it. Like a rocket can hit it and like just stop in midair with thousands and thousands of pounds of thrust behind it. That's what they think can happen. It doesn't deflect. It doesn't explode. It just stops spinning. When you see the reason it stops spinning on the camera, the yo-yo D-spin device. This is how clueless and dumb these fuckers are. And they have the nerve to call people like me stupid. Because I debunk them and I prove them wrong and I prove how silly they are. They're jealous. They're jealous of people that are smarter than them. They're resentful of people that are smarter than them. They hate people that are smarter than them. So what do? They stop being around people that are smarter than them. They form a little club, a little flat earth club. They have their little panel discussions and their flat earth meets and their dinners and their fucking conferences. So they don't have to deal with all the people that are smarter. They can just deal with all the people that are dumb. So they don't feel small. They don't feel insignificant. They can reinforce each other's delusions about the universe being small and local and teeny just for them.
It stops the rocket and makes some damage in it. But it repairs itself. I don't know what it is, but the water above explains much. I mean, you never saw Elon Musk's rocket touch the SpaceX?
Isn't that just because the atmosphere gets like thin and thinner? It appears. It like spreads out a lot.
Yeah, the thrust of the rocket the plume of the thrust of the rocket spreads out because the atmosphere is thinner and it can spread out better. But they think it's hitting the firmament and bouncing off or some shit. Because they're not smart.
You know, the boost of the rocket, it's like it spreads out a lot, so it's like the gas spreads out or something like that. It's like it starts off boosting up, and you just see that regular fire thing, whatever.
Or is Aaron Armstrong? What the fuck has he done to his hair? What the shit, dude? You are too old for that fucking hairdo.
So, combustion coming out the back of it. But...
Come on, Aaron. And I can tease him about it because he made a video calling me a wanker.
As it gets higher and higher, it spreads out a lot because there's little
yeah, there's no there's nothing really holding it back. Hey, Oren, how's it going, man?
Hey, man, can you hear me today?
Yeah. What's up?
Nice and killy.
I can hear Luca, so wait.
It's Aaron.
Yeah, it's Oren, yeah.
That's a Globo, right?
Yes.
Nice.
Good. Hey, I think there's a bad echo. Just hold on.
Sounds fine to us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, hold on.
I'm a Globo.
Nice.
Oh, just look at the NASA videos with their rocket
Is he starring in a performance of Yellowbeard? What the fuck?
launchers. They all goes. Not straight ahead.
It's just
weird,
man.
I think it's freezing by now. But Luca, yeah, the thing is with the rockets, if it's supposedly going into this vacuum, okay.
You don't know shit about rockets, Fkatzoid. Stop talking about them. Stop it. Just stop it.
Okay. How will you have propulsion if there's nothing to push back?
It pushes against the thrust of the rocket, asshole. The expansion of gases pushes the rocket forward. You stupid motherfucker. This has been explained to you hundreds and hundreds of times.
Well, the initial, like when it was, well, it
I don't know what the fuck is going on, Lisa. Holy shit. If I had hair on my head, I'd probably do it. But I can't grow hair. This is as long as my hair will grow. This is it. This is it. I used to have hair down to my waist as a kid. Not anymore.
pushes off itself, right? That's what.
Yes, you have a massive expansion of gas. Here. We'll get rid of that. Right? You have gas. It expands in all directions. You got, once it gets ignited, the fuel, once it starts burning, expands from this center. It has to expand in all directions. Then you've got a cone. Actually, the cone would be here. Right? This is the cone of the rocket. This is where all this expansion starts from. Well, it can't go past here, right? This is where it's getting squirted out, right? The expansion comes out, actually. The expansion is right there, right? It can't go this way. It's blocked. It's blocked this way. It's blocked this way, right? Can't go out sideways. It has to all go out the end. Now, it has a force going in all directions. Where do you think the force going in this direction, Fkatzoid, is going to go? What do you think happens to the force in this direction? Well, it's going to push on the fucking cone of the rocket and push it forward. That's what happens. That's how a rocket works. How does a rocket work? Again, it takes 5 seconds worth of fucking takes 5 seconds worth of fucking work, man.
Some people have misunderstanding about the Newton's third law, such as rockets. They think that the rocket can move because it pushes the air behind it and thus the air pushes back. But it's not true, and the rockets literally do not need air in the first place. They work by the law of conservation of linear momentum. The rocket consists of two masses, the body and the fuels. Conservation of linear momentum states that the sum of initial momentums has to be equal to the sum of final momentums. Before the rocket engine burns, there will be no relative velocity between the rocket and the fuel. Therefore, their sum of initial momentums will be equal to 0. But while the engine burns, the fuel will gain velocity and momentum. Thus, the rocket body has to gain its own momentum having the same magnitude and opposite direction, so that their vector sum will be equal to 0 and follow the law of conservation of linear momentum. As a result, the rocket body will gain velocity and able to move forward. No air is needed. Thanks for watching.
There you go. You learned something today.
In vacuum, no rockets would function.
It's
orbital mechanics are fucking awesome. One thing that really fucking tickled me is one of Kepler's formulas. Let me try it. Oh, can I do an oval? Can I do an oval? How do I do an ellipse? Anybody know how to do an ellipse in? No. How do I do an ellipse? An oval. Circle with center, circle with radius. Compass. Huh. Oh, wait. Ellipse. There we go. If like the sun is here and you're traveling around this is your orbit. Here, let me move this over. if you're in this orbit and the sun is F, the distance you travel, right? You go faster when you're closer. Let's actually move F closer to here. If it takes you like 5 minutes, or the distance it takes to go from here to here, the length of time it'll take you to go from here to here, right? If you map that out here or anywhere, right? Or wait, what did, no. Sorry, let me change that. Right? If it takes you like 1 day to go this distance, and it takes you 1 day to go this distance, or wait, what? No, that's right. This is the formula. Something like this. This is the illustration, the formula. If it takes you the same amount to go from here to here as it does to go from here to here, the amount of time, this area of this triangle will be the same as this area of this triangle. That blows my fucking mind. That just, I love that.
Like,
and that's the coolest fucking thing about orbital mechanics is the physics of it. I mean, just that one thing just fucking blows my mind.
A little explosion inside the rocket, and then the explosion gets because there's nowhere for the explosion to go. It goes out that the hole at the other end of the spaceship. And
I mean, if rockets pushed off air, think about it. Think about it with your non-lizard brain. If rockets had to push off air to take flight, that would mean there would have to be air thick enough to support not only the weight of the rocket, but the thrust of the rocket as well. That would mean our atmosphere would have to be as thick as fucking concrete. Is air as thick as concrete under a rocket? No, it isn't, is it? As a matter of fact, it's all open under the rocket. On a modern launch pad that's next to like the ocean, like it doesn't even have to be next to the ocean. Most launch pads are built with a big tube. It's an empty bottom that goes off and vents off the gases away from crowds, away from like houses and shit. So they don't even push off air. They don't even push off the ground to get going. So how is that air thick enough to support the thrust and weight of that rocket, Fkatzoid?
And when the explosion goes out that hole.
I mean, they don't fucking think. They just don't think. They don't use their logical non-lizard brains.
It forces the spaceship in the opposite direction because equal and opposite reaction. No, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So they use what Newton said.
Mm-hmm. His laws of motion.
All right, that should be better.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello.
Good.
Okay.
I can still hear Luca. I don't understand how.
It sounds fine by our side. We're not hearing an echo.
All right, I'll just ignore him. This is a thought experiment I had, which was it might be quite not complex, but just hard to describe. So I just wanted your idea on it. So
before he gets to that, I have a question. It's another question for all the flat earthers. Did we already go through this? I don't think we did. I don't think I showed that. Yeah, if the AE map is the true map of the Earth and the globe was reverse engineered from it, why are the straight lines of longitude measured off in degrees of a circle? and I tagged all the flat earthers. See, I got an answer from Revalve. Or more obviously, why is a physical globe the only shape that's distance accurate scaled and the AE map grossly distorted? Yeah, exactly. So
if we can imagine, how a lot of flat earthers have said that you can't have air pressure because you've already got containment. So any kind of demonstrations of air pressure, flat earthers have said, well, there's already containment, so that's why you've got that differential. Does that sound cool to you?
Yeah.
yeah, that's that moving of the goalpost they do. They say, well, this right here doesn't take containment. Yeah, but it's already contained by the dome, by Rakia. I mean, that's just that's just an intellectual coward's way out. That's a cop out.
Yeah, we're already in the container system.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, cool. So the other question was, if we imagine that we have a flat Earth, and you, I think, and please correct me if I'm wrong, you've agreed that we've got the North Pole at the middle, and then you've also agreed that a certain distance out from that we have an equator.
Yeah, I would say so. Explain that.
Why is it an equator? Right? The flat Earth map, the AE map is the original map, right? Why isn't an equator? Because the mass of land, the mass of Earth inside the equator is not the same as outside the equator. Do you know what equator means?
That way, yeah.
I don't think they do.
So if we could get anything past the equator, any land on the flat Earth past the equator, we just ignore that altogether, okay?
Okay.
Just take the amount of land from the center out to the equator, and then if we use a dome calculator, which you can get, we should be able to get a volume of air within that dome, right?
It also depends on what shape the dome is, though, because
exactly
if we go to the Bible, it does say vault, and a lot of the vaults also, like, I don't know if you've ever been to a cathedral before.
Yeah.
Sometimes it has like a weird arch. Yeah, it's like a weird arch kind of thing.
Yeah, but even if we imagine it as a normal shaped dome, which would be the best scenario, not the best scenario, how do I say it? It would be the least amount of air for you. Yep. Okay. We can work out that volume, and then we could. One of the things that I've always said is, how do you demonstrate air without a container? I've said aeroplane's wing. It has a high pressure and a low pressure underneath it when it's traveling. Yeah. And so we could work out. We've got a 10-foot plane wing, and it's making a difference within this massive volume of air. Because we could work out how much air would be. Let's say that a normal plane flies at, let's say it's at least 70. The dome is at least 70,000 feet high. We know it's that kind of minimum, right?
Okay.
So we could say it's at least that. We could work out that volume, and then we could say, okay, well, how big is a plane wing, and then what percentage of that plane wing is within that entire volume of dome, and then work out how could that volume of dome be affected by a plane wing. Does that make sense so far?
Okay. But
so I looked on the internet, and there's a lake, and I don't know how close it is to you, but it's a lake. I think it's called Siyawwa, Siyawwa or something. Do you have a big lake? Huh?
Siyawwa, what?
It's a lake in South Africa, a freshwater lake. I don't know how far it is to you, but
freshwater lake.
Yeah, Siyawwa. I could look, but I can't know the picture phone. I guess I messed it up.
Siyawwa. Lake Sibaya.
Right.
Lake Sibaya.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's quite far from me.
So that
just to let you know.
It's what?
It's quite far from me, just to let you know.
Yeah. No, I was just saying so that lake is 700 million liters.
Yeah, cubic meters. Yeah.
So, Yeah. No, 700 million. 700.
Cubic meters,
700 million. No, not cubic meters. 700 million liters. I think the cubic meters is less than that. 700,000.
Says, isn't M3 cube?
Yeah. Oh, is that what it says?
Yeah. Water volume 700 million cube.
Okay, so that's pretty big.
Yeah.
That's still less than much less than what the dome is that I'm talking about. That dome would hold trillions of liters of air. So if I was on one side of that lake and you took a cup of water, if you took a cup of water out on the other side of the lake, we wouldn't expect that the lake would show any difference, right? If you removed a liter or a cup or
you
drop
really
a rock
realize.
in. No, so when we come to a plane wing, why do we expect that a plane wing would be affected by the volume of air, which we're talking about in an absolute minimum?
No, I'm trying to figure out what you mean with that. But the thing is, the plane wing works with Bernoulli's principle.
Yeah. Yes. Air pressure without containment.
And what we're trying to make to get you guys to understand what the argument is, that air which gives the plane wing lift because of Bernoulli's principle is already in that contained system.
That's bullshit. Prove it. Prove that there's a container that it's in. Prove it.
So that little
that's the god of the gaps. Oh, it's already container. It's already contained. So yeah, you don't have an argument. That's bullshit. And you fucking know it.
Bit of air it's playing with doesn't really matter to the whole system as a whole. The fact that there is air there in the first place because it's contained is the argument. It's like taking a goldfish and throwing it in 3 different sized ponds. The pond doesn't matter. The size of the pond doesn't matter. The fact is there is a pond and it's filled with water and the fish is inside there. So when that fish is now swimming around in that pond, it's already in that contained environment. It's the same with airplane. It's flying around in the already contained environment.
Listen to this fucking coward. Like I said, that's the intellectual coward's way out. Well, it's already within a container, so nah. That's the equivalent of that. It's like nah, it's already in a container.
It actually does matter. So if you had a fishbowl and you put a big goldfish in a fishbowl, the fish would feel more pressure on it from the volume of water. The water level would rise, and that there would be significant pressure changes of the water on the fish and for the fish. But if you threw it into a bathtub, then that's going to be much less. And then if you threw it into a lake,
it depends what depth the fish swims at, though.
Okay, so you're saying because of a weight of air or however you describe it, there's more pressure lower, and that's why it has a greater effect on the wing of the plane.
No, what happens is with the fish, as you just explained, for the fish to experience more pressure, it has to go lower. So in other words, you would have to assume that all 3 ponds are at different depths, and the fish is going at a lower depth to experience more pressure, because that fish will experience exactly the same pressure in all 3 ponds if it's swimming exactly the same depth.
No, yes. It won't. No.
The pressure that comes for all the fish is only straight on top of it. It's not from the sides.
No, well, that's just not the case. There's definitely pressure on the sides. I mean, that submarine that exploded recently that went down really deep.
Yeah, but isn't the same in the atmosphere?
When you go underwater and your ears start to hurt, it's because it's the pressure on the side of your ears, not because of the pressure on the top of your head.
I agree, there's pressure all around, but the main pressure comes from on top, not from the sides.
Yeah. So we talk, that's because we talk about the weight of the water from gravity, from being something, and you talk about RDT. So what I'm saying is, we've got a bowl, and then we've got a kitchen sink, and then we've got a bathtub. If we put the fish in, and it only swam in the top centimeter of water in each of those examples, it's nothing about the fish. The volume, the pressures within the water would change. So the fish would take up some space, and therefore the water level would rise, and the the actual, if you could measure the pressure, I'm sure there would be a slight pressure in the smallest vessel. So, and then in a bathtub, it doesn't matter at all. So I'm basically trying to use that analogy as saying, we've got that Lake Shiva, and if we dropped a refrigerator in the middle of that lake, it is so huge and vast that the refrigerator would make no difference to the height of the water. You wouldn't be able to measure any difference in the pressure that the water is exerted down or up or sideways. And then, so how can we comprehend that a plane wind would be affected by the pressure within a domed environment when it's hundreds of millions times bigger than the lake, and the wind's only let's say it's 10 foot by 4 foot. Do you know what I mean?
No, I understand what you're saying, but I think you're missing the argument that's made. The argument that's made is not about the pressure on the wing or anything. It's about the fact that the plane's able to go in its first place because of the pressure that's there because it's in a contained system. That's the argument.
No. Prove it. Prove that there's a fucking dome, asshole. We've proven that gravity's real. You've got to prove that the dome is real. Okay? I fucking hate these people. They're like, well, I don't have to prove the dome is real. Here, take a breath. That means the dome is real. No, it doesn't. It means we have gravity and an atmosphere. You have to prove the dome is real, or you can shut the fuck up about there's already been a container.
Okay. Yeah, I understand you 100%, and I think I am just...
That's why you can't have a conversation with these fuckers. Because if you corner them, they'll just make up some shit. Well, God did it. That's it. God did it. You can't question God, because God can do anything, right? Oh, there's already a container. Fucking retards.
Missing explaining myself to you clearly enough, and that's just because it is a complex.
I think I understand what you're trying to say, but I just don't think it's got to do with what our argument is about there.
Yeah, so that's on me. I didn't explain it well enough. I understand.
Sorry,
maybe
I'm trying to understand.
A little bit more.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. I'm saying.
I think I'm about done with these fuckers. I really am. I mean, they're just dumb. They don't have a fucking clue. They just they don't want to have a clue. What are you doing here?
Advanced Earth Curve Calculator. Okay. Let's see.
Now we can look in.
So, if we at 2 meters.
Observed high. 2 meters, yeah.
Let's actually say, I don't know, how high, let's say 1.6 meters, correct? 1.7. I'm about 1.7.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a short shot. I'm 100.
Target distance would be 5,000 meters.
Okay, so yeah, 1.7 meters. That's how tall I am. And let's see, the target.
Did you seriously have to use Google to convert that? Seriously? 167 centimeters? You had to have Google convert that into meters? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He had to have Google to convert that. Oh my God. Holy shit. That's going to get clipped.
1.7. I'm about 1.7.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a short shot. I'm 100.
Target distance would be 5,000 meters.
Okay, so yeah, 1.7 meters. That's how tall I am. And
oh my God. Holy shit. And he thinks he's smarter than everybody.
The target. Target distance, remember,
Okay,
we
you
said
said
5
miles.
miles,
You
correct?
said miles. Yeah. The
5 miles? 5 miles is like less than a tenth of a degree, man. It's 1 degree every 69 miles. So 5 miles would be less than a tenth of a degree.
How many meters? 5 miles? How much is 1 mile in meter?
5 miles is 8,046.72 meters,
8,000.
okay? Target size, just going to say it doesn't matter. Just 1 meter. Really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
let's see. 1.7. So, hidden will be 50.
50 meters.
50 meters, 50.5 meters hidden. You'll have 0% visible.
Yeah. Insane, yeah?
Sorry? That's my height if I'm standing up straight and looking out.
Yeah, when you're in your height, yeah. Yeah.
That's interesting. So 50.560 meters hidden, guys.
It's
gonna be
50.6.
quite- But that's not without refraction. How do we put their standard refraction on? Standard? Okay, there's a standard refraction. With a standard refraction, hidden should still be 41.8 meters. Even with a refraction.
Yeah. That's just 5 miles.
That's just at 5 miles, yeah.
Yeah. No. There you go. There you got it.
Great, and we're going to show we can see further than that.
So when you're gonna do it? So,
December.
Sorry?
December.
Sorry?
December.
Are you going to prove you can see further than 5 miles? Wow, cool. And why do you think that's important? What makes you think that we can't see further than 5 miles?
December. Yeah, it's the best atmosphere. Atmosphere conditions.
That's when the company closes and we take our leave. So going to the beach a bit for a few days.
You make it with lasers or what you're doing?
No camera.
Dude, you don't even know what direction the sun comes up, man. You thought the sun was a spotlight. You thought the sun rose in the west or due south. Do you think you're really capable of doing a scientific experiment or even an observation? You thought wrought iron tables were concrete. That's what you said.
With laser? With cameras?
Yeah, we'll do camera, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe
watch.
Maybe I should take 2 mirrors. How's that? Do the mirror. Tell my wife and kids, hey, sit here. See you in 5 miles.
Yeah.
Make them hold a mirror, and then I walk up. You know, 'cause that's like one of the first kind of observations I actually was seeing around in the flat Earth was that mirror observation. Remember that one, where they did them?
Yeah, right.
Put a mirror on the floor across the lake or across the ocean, wherever they were, very far.
Right, with the mirrors, yeah.
And then they saw the mirror. So I'm thinking maybe I should do that. Tell my wife and them to hold the mirror, and I walk 5 miles away.
The same point, yeah. Yeah.
And then I'll show.
Really...
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
So I'll definitely be doing that
That's
this
the point.
December, guys. Showing another observation that kills the globe.
Another observation that kills the globe. When was the first one? Because that sunrise thing didn't do it, man. We already proved that you're full of shit on that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fucking amazing, man. It really is. I mean, it's just so amazing how arrogant and ignorant he is. How proud of his ignorance he is. It's just astounding.
I've got a feeling that Roger Lidwell is a different sock account though. Not the same one.
Mm.
It's just amazing.
So
just amazing.
it's Flat Earth Friday coming.
Joined 2 days ago. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a new sock account, 2 days old.
Mm.
How come I'm on the vertical on my desktop? Lar, because you went on the vertical. There's 2 streams running. The one is for the vertical and the one is for the horizontal. So it depends which one you click on. I do just want to point out to everybody, I do put in the end of the title vertical, so people know. Okay, guys, this one's vertical and that one's not. So the one at the end of the title, whenever you see vertical, there you'll know that's the vertical.
Mm. And it's also so logic with like the submarines, you know, they how you say they not talking, but they, you know, when there would be a curve, they can't communicate. That's what I
gotta pee.
want to say. Communicate with each other, and
Exactly.
when you have the curve, you know, and they communicate about large distance in the water with the submarines.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same point.
I think we're going to end here anyway. Was a great stream.
Right, great to be here.
Any closing statements, Chris?
Yeah, thanks to be here, and sadly not much Globers come in, but I enjoy it anyway.
The globe's dead, remember, that's why.
And I always learn much here, so thanks. So great show.
Well, it's great having you on, man. And great having everybody
learn so much.
Well. Remember to hit the likes, hit the share buttons. And PJ is probably going to stream soon as well, guys, so do go and watch PJ. Make sure to go support him and give him a like. I'll see you guys all tomorrow night for another exciting stream. Obviously, we'll be doing something else other than Flat Earth then, because it seems Globers are too scared to come in. Appreciate you all, and appreciate everybody who supports this channel financially. Again, you guys rock. Appreciate you more than you know. So I'll see you all tomorrow night. Much blessings. I might, however, try now, because I downloaded PUBG last night. I'm going to try and see if I'm able to play it and stream at the same time. I might do that now, maybe for a few minutes. I'll see. So if you do see that pop up, you know why. Okay. Cheers, guys. Many blessings. May the pressure
thanks,
be with you. Cheers, guys.
All good. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
And it's ended, I think. End stream. Okay, this one's ended.
God, what a dumb fuck. What a group of dumbasses. Unbelievable. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. That's all I got for you. Yeah, you learned. Yeah, they always come in and learn stuff. No, they don't, man. Fuck. I mean, just unbelievable. Unbelievable.